What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're talking about gold and why now's the time to be buying. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so why should you be buying gold right now? I know there's a lot of people out there who have been wanting to buy gold but haven't had the funds to do so. Well, that has now changed because most of you are receiving your cool $1,400 from the US government. The stimulus package has passed. I actually already received my $1,400. But the thing is, this $1,400 is not free. No. Quite the contrary. Now, I think it's fair to assume that a lot of us who live in the United States of America are tax-paying citizens. And when you give some of your money to the government from your paycheck, that's paying taxes, right? Well, there's actually another tax, a hidden tax, if you will, and that tax is inflation. Now, inflation is hitting us hard right now, and in fact, I think it's going to continue to get worse. I've been noticing inflation when I buy my groceries, or when I get my gas at the pump, or when I walk down the lumber aisle at my home improvement store. These prices are ridiculously high. Another thing that I noticed is that the government bond yields have been rising over the past 2 months. They're now the highest they have been in over 5 years. Fed Chair Jerome Powell has affirmed his willingness to allow the inflation rate to exceed 2%, which was once the Fed's target inflation rate, but now is basically meaningless. Powell refuses to acknowledge that inflation will be a problem at this point. So how do you fight back against inflation? Well, you take that $1,400 or any other money that you have in your savings account at the bank, and you put some of it into gold. That's what I've been doing. In fact, I recently picked up this gold Krugerrand. These are a great option for buying physical gold because typically they have lower premiums and also they're very liquid. Lots of people like to buy and sell the Krugerrands. So if you're thinking about getting into physical gold, this is one route you can go. Now, I know what some of you are saying. I can practically hear you screaming at the screen, Silver Dragons, why would I buy gold right now? The price of gold is going down. If we look at the 1-year chart, you can see that back in August of 2020, gold was over $2,000 an ounce. In early March of 2021, gold dipped below $1,700 an ounce, and currently it's sitting right around $1,730. Now, to this I would have to say, why would you want to buy something at a peak? You always want to buy the dips. Buy when it's low, sell when it's high. Now, right now with the price of gold around $1,700, I honestly think it is extremely low, especially with the amount of inflation we could see in the years to come. Now, I've talked about why inflation happens in the past, and basically to sum up, if a government makes a massive amount of currency and then people take that currency and go out and start spending it and it all gets mixed into the money supply, well, you're gonna have inflation. And I think it's important to ponder what you picture the government doing moving forward from here. Will they start to buckle down on their spending, slow down the currency creation, maybe try to lower the national debt? I personally don't see that happening anytime soon. So if you're worried about inflation like me, then you can simply buy gold. Gold is a safe haven. It's a hedge against inflation, a place to store your wealth where you're not worried about it getting inflated away by a weaker and weaker US dollar. And if you're thinking about getting into gold, there's a few things you should know. The first is that gold is not a get-rich-quick scheme. The people who are putting their money into gold are typically wanting to preserve wealth and not necessarily gain more wealth. But the second thing you should know is that you can gain wealth by investing into gold. And one way of doing that is investing into gold mining companies. I've talked about many before in the past, but the one we're going to talk about in this video is Phoenix Gold Resources. Now, Phoenix Gold truly is an under-the-radar company with a market cap of only 5.8 million US dollars. Its founder, CFO, and associates control over 50% of the shares, so it is tightly held, and its key people have much skin in the game. Now, some of the resources are in Nevada, the world's most prolific gold jurisdiction, and the company owns two properties, each a 50% ownership, called Eldorado and Plumes. Eldorado's additional 50% owner is none other than Newmont Mining, the world's largest gold mining company, and past-producing mines like these are Phoenix Gold founders' favorite type of asset, since the strategy is to bring them back to modern standards, drill to expand the resource, and build shareholder value. Now, the company just acquired a past-producing mine in Newfoundland, Canada, which will become the main focus of 2021. They've just announced the acquisition and the coming drilling program, so I, for one, am very excited to see what the drilling results will be. And Phoenix Gold hit a 52-week high yesterday, so there's definitely attention on this company as investors understand the potential of a drilling program. Now, another exciting note is that the Newfoundland acquisition is a past producer of copper, and copper is nearing all-time highs, up more than 100% in less than a year. Copper is essential for manufacturing electric vehicles, and in 2021, electrical vehicle sales are poised to be at their highest level on record. 30 million electric vehicles are expected to be produced in 2030, so an additional 2 million tons of copper per year will be required by that time. Phoenix Gold Resources is a gold and copper play as well, with lots of exciting potential. If you want to check them out for yourself, I will put some links down below in the description. Now, the thing about investing in mining companies is absolutely they are more risky than just buying physical gold. I mean, buying physical gold is like one of the safest things you could do with your money, but obviously with inflation on the horizon, I think it's a great thing to be doing. In regard to mining companies, you can definitely make profits off of these investments, so I highly recommend you do your own research, see which mining companies are right for you, see if that's a route you want to go, and then start investing in them. Now, as we finish out the video, I want to get real here for a sec. I remember when gold was under $1,200. Okay, now if you've been buying gold for a long time, you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, $1,200, you know, that's actually pretty expensive compared to the $50 gold back in the day, right? Or if you go back to the 30s, you could have got gold at face value. I mean, there's $5, $10, $20 gold coins, and you could exchange a $20 bill for a $20 gold coin. Obviously, that gold coin now is worth like over $1,600. So that just goes to show inflation over long periods of time will dramatically weaken your currency. But anyway, I do remember when gold was under $1,200, and I thought to myself, I should be buying more gold. Because if anything crazy happens to our country, to the world, we likely will have more inflation, and I want to protect my wealth. Now, I wish I would have bought more gold back then, and right now I'm looking at $1,700 gold and thinking to myself, this is the same scenario. The worst is happening. The government is continuing to run up the national debt, to spend money like it's going out of style. They're sending us these stimulus checks and all this kind of stuff. So I want you to take a step back and think to yourself, is now the right time for me to be investing in gold? For me personally, it is. Now, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below in the comment section. And again, if you want more information about Phoenix Gold, those links will be down below. Lastly, I want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.